What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Joe's Baseball Show. I got something a little different for you guys today. I know I've been doing pretty much exclusively power rankings and things of the sort. However, I have something else. I'm going to do a bit of a review, an analysis, if you will, of some of the Dinger City games. That's something I'm going to start doing now. And I pretty much just went back, picked one that I thought would be good, looked at, the general run through of the game. Here we've got PeacockSlayer, aka Connor, versus Lionel. Everyone should know Lionel if you're a Dinger City fan. If you're not a Dinger City fan, you probably should be, because most of my content is centered around what happens in Dinger City, because it's where I get to play a lot of Mario Baseball. It's where a majority of the Mario Superstar Baseball competitive content comes from outside of like NetPlay Superstars, the online tournament. So definitely check out Dinger City. This game here was a pretty good one. This is actually, I think, Connor's first camera game in Dinger City, so it was really cool. And he's going up against Lionel, and we all know that Lionel is a great player. So I'm just going to basically go through the game, give you my thoughts, things like that, decision making, all that stuff. But first, I want to look at the lineup here. On Lionel's team, you got Bowser, DK, Bro, Paratroopa, Yoshi, Bones, Wario, BJ, and Diddy. It's a really good team at a glance. I don't love his lineup construction entirely. Personally, with Captain DK rather, I would probably lead off Yoshi, go DK, so you have that single into 1-star, almost a guaranteed run if you land the banana. So that is something that I probably would have done, and then you can follow up DK I would probably go Yoshi, DK, Bowser, Bro, or Yoshi, DK, singles hitter, Bowser, Bro, because then if you get on with Yoshi and you star with DK, so you get a double, they are going to walk Bowser, but now you have Bro up with Chem and 2 on, which is a scary spot. Or if you get singles with Yoshi and or DK, they can either pitch to Bowser or walk him, and then it's first and second, or bases loaded for Bro. So it kind of is just putting pressure on in the first place. And then the rest of the lineup can probably stay how it is. Probably Para after Bro, rather, because if they do double walk there, then you have a runner on second for Para, which is good. So I definitely like the back half, but I would probably rearrange that top 5 to go Yoshi, DK, Bro, Bowser, Bro. Yeah, Yoshi, DK, Bowser, Bro. Otherwise, I like the team a good amount. He has DK for shortstop. He has Wario for second base. And then you have Yoshi for left field, which is always nice. And a corner base Paratroopa, which is always good. He's got his wall jumper. Bowser first base probably for laser. Bro at catcher, something like that. Honestly, decent team construction. I just don't love his lineup entirely. Looking at Connor's team over here, we've got Toadsworth, Boo, Birdo, Petey, King Boo, Green Noki, Pink Menace, Mario, and Magikoopa. I actually like this team more, personally. As far as lineup construction goes, I think I almost entirely agree with it. I would make like maybe one change and put Mario at number 6 and then move PM and Noki down a spot each, so it goes Mario, Noki, PM. Or maybe put Maj where I just said Mario, either way. I do like that he's not... He doesn't really have a dead spot in his lineup. All of his hitters are good. So you've got Toadsworth leadoff, almost a guaranteed single. And then you've got Boo, who can get singles and doubles pretty consistently. And then after that, Captain Birdo. So if you put 2 on, Captain Birdo up, that is excellent. And then if you get Birdo on, now you got to face Petey. So a lot of people kind of can't decide whether they want Petey and then Birdo or Birdo then Petey. Personally, I don't think it matters. Well, I think it's preference, at least. I definitely see the logic behind going Birdo into Petey. Obviously, you get chemistry with Petey, and it makes it harder to walk Birdo because you don't want to load the bases. But I think vice versa, you get the same situation where if I get on with my first 2 guys, you have to pitch to Petey, who doesn't really need the chemistry. Or if you want to walk Petey, now you're loading the bases for Birdo, which is obviously really good. And then either way, King Boo's coming up next. So I think Birdo and Petey are interchangeable there. Some people may disagree with me. Some people may say that they think this is the correct way or the other way is the correct way. But like I said, I don't think it makes a difference. But yeah, I really like Connor's team a lot. I think it personally would fit my playstyle better. I do love Donkey Kong, but I really like Petey and King Boo, and I like having Boo and things like that. Another thing he could have done is gone like Toadsworth, Petey, Birdo, Boo, King Boo. So then you have Boo into King Boo for the chemistry, which King Boo can need sometimes. And then you have Boo kind of in your cleanup spot because he can clear the bases pretty easily. So that's another option you can go with. But otherwise, I think this is solid team construction. I would just probably move Mario where Nucky is, like I said. Okay, so let's get into the game here. So let me just skip forward here. It looks like Lionel is the home team, and he chooses to pitch with Diddy Kong, which is pretty much what we expected. Something interesting that we see here is Bro at second base. It's something Lionel's done a decent amount. He's not necessarily good in that position. That's a nice Toesworth hit, but that is pretty much where you'd expect to see Bro if you need to hide him, I guess. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he has Bowser at first, so he goes Chem. Yeah, so he has Chem going second to first, which I like. But Bro doesn't get to a lot of stuff, which could come back to cost him. Disclaimer, I do know the outcome of this game, but I don't remember a thing from the actual events within it. So let's see. Looking at Lionel's pitching here, he seems to be trying to go outside a lot, and he does get the double play there, which is, I almost missed it, which is good. Escapes that trouble from the early Toadsworth hit. And now here's a spot where Birdo is in a weird spot, because, you just got double played. You don't have anyone on base, so obviously you're not going to star with Birdo. But if you had PD at first, say they pitched to PD, actually that wouldn't work either, because they can just walk PD, walk Birdo. Or they could walk PD and then pitch to Birdo. Probably not going to score PD anyway. And if PD gets out, then Birdo comes up with no one on regardless, although you could get a star chance, which is good. So as we expected, we see an early Bowser walk. You're never not going to get that, which is also a nice thing about having DK after Bowser. Nice pitching there from Lionel. Or Connor, rather. So you're going to see Bowser get walked into DK, but DK's never going to score Bowser, barring some weird, fielder glitch situation. So I definitely don't know if I agree with that 100% again, and just misses that foul ball there. But I do like having Bro next, just because Bowser on base, Bro up is always good, but Connor with some good pitching gets around that Bro at bat. And now you obviously don't want to use a star here, and Birdo isn't going to make that play, but definitely going for the slap hit is good, although I don't love now your situation because you have Yoshi up here, but Yoshi isn't going to necessarily score Bowser unless you steal, which he doesn't choose to go for, and if he tries to go here, which he doesn't, he probably would have gotten thrown out by PM. So now you're in a decent spot because you've got bases loaded with bones, and you definitely want to burn a star here. So let's see how Connor tries to pitch around this. Starting off with star pitches is a little scary because, yeah, you throw something like that, you can't curve your charge pitches too much, and Bones is just going to put one across the plate. So an early 1-0 lead for Lionel here. I don't necessarily agree with that pitching decision. I don't think Bones has incredible reach, and you could probably fool him with some nice curves off the plate. He's going home with Yoshi. Let's see if he makes it. Yeah, and that's a situation where Yoshi's good speed is going to get him a run that no other character besides Toadette obviously would make because they don't have the 9 speed. And that was a great Wario hit from Lionel. He chose to charge, which is interesting. I guess he doesn't trust the slap hit, and he's charging here too, which is going to line out to Birdo. But he actually he did get pretty lucky because he lined it right up the middle out of PM's range, and then gained him another run when normally that would have been a ground out to, probably Birdo or most other ones. So here you have a situation where you have PD up. You obviously don't get anyone on base before him because he doesn't have. That's tough. Because it's the leadoff of the inning. You could potentially have gotten a star chance, but he didn't, so this is kind of just worst case. Obviously, you're not just going to walk him with a 3-run lead, but it's a tough spot for Connor because you don't really, you don't benefit too much from this PD at bat. Obviously, getting a home run would be great. You put a run across the board, and there it is. So yeah, you cut the lead to 2, which is great, but there could have been more to that. Do I think I would have rather had Birdo there? No, because Birdo's not going to get you a whole run off one at bat, especially without a star chance where you're more likely to win with Birdo than PD. But that was nice, and obviously you don't want to walk PD there because then you're just coming into King Boo, who Connor's very good with, and as I said, he's very good, and with PD on base, that would have been a home run. So instead it's a double. You do give up the PD home run, but King Boo is held to second base. So no outs. 1 on second for Connor, and we have Noki, who you probably burn a star here with. He just has to be very careful of Lionel's pitching, who's probably going to try to really beat up that outside corner just like that. You really don't want to throw a ball across the plate for a star hitter, and he does just that, and he gives up a hit. What was I saying? So yeah, that's not what you want to see if you are Lionel because now you have Chem with PM. And while he's not, he's bunting. Wow. Okay, I like the bunt. So he's going for the sack bunt, trying to get the run across. He knows that he's probably not going to hit a home run with PM, but now he's decided, all right, that didn't work. I didn't want to show my hand, or I did show my hand. So now I'm going to go for a home run. Swings and misses through that one. As you can see, Lionel's really beating up that outside corner, and then he jams him there. But that might be enough to get the run across. Let's see if he gets... Oh, no. Wow. The bobble actually coming through and potentially saving Lionel because Connor sent his guy when he thought the ball was making contact, and he blocks that perfectly for a double play. Wow. Oh, okay, wow. So he could have just gone back to third there, but he goes to first instead. But wow, a bit of a stroke of luck there for Lionel getting him out of that inning. So that is not what you like to see if you are Connor. And one thing about Lionel that everyone should know is that he is an excellent, excellent hitter with Diddy Kong. So we can expect a single here, I think. And I do like that he goes Diddy into Bowser because he's so comfortable with Diddy. While usually you'd put your bad hitters at the bottom anyway, but he puts Diddy at the bottom specifically because he can do that and he can get on base. And now he's coming up with Bowser, no one out, a runner on. You want to walk Bowser? Okay, you have to pitch to DK Captain, and then you have to pitch to Bro. This is where I do like Lionel's team construction, but I think it's too dependent on getting to the bottom of your lineup, while I like having things happen in the beginning. It might just be a personal preference, but that is definitely how it is for me, at least. So let's see what he does. Obviously, you want to see a star burned here. I'm a greedy little boy, and I would probably have gone for that charge swing with the Chem, but the star swing is definitely the right choice here. And Connor is pitching very, very well to DK. You saw him before. You don't want to charge pitch here, though. Wow. Okay, that was... It's an interesting mix-up. I'm surprised that Lionel didn't hit that. I'm surprised he didn't hit that ball either. But so far, he struck out DK Captain twice, swinging both times. So impressive job from Connor. And now he struck out Bro as well. And now you have power up. So he's basically navigated this inning perfectly so far. He gets him swinging there on the outside pitch. That's not going to bring a run across, though. Oh, he's going. Yeah, you got to send your guy back. He did get the ante, so maybe he would have got it, but he did get pushed up the line, so it's potential a tag would have just happened. Although you do like having Yoshi here because Yoshi is consistent at hitting singles. Fouls that one off. I have to say, this kind of goes to show how if you had the... oh, man, almost got a great hit there. If you had the Yoshi into Bowser type thing, you probably would have had a better chance here because... while Bowser doesn't get walked, obviously, because he's not there, you have a good chance of getting on with Yoshi. But Connor, masterful execution of pitching there after giving up a leadoff single, just walks Bowser, says, I'm not even going to bother with you. I can get your next three guys out, all on strikeouts. Very impressive job. Now he comes up. This is a huge star chance. You need the star for Connor, and he's going to come up with it. That was just so big because he hasn't had any stars really all game, and he has Captain Birdo coming up soon. So if he gets on with Boo here, he can burn his star, potentially scoring 1 or 2 runs. And and he grounds into a double play. I think that's the second double play that Boo has hit into. 5 to 6 hits, but 3 to 1 runs. Yeah, so I don't think that's necessarily on Connor. Lionel just pitched well to get the ground ball twice on Boo, and sometimes a little bit of luck comes into play there. And yeah. And he gets the leadoff guy on once again, bringing up Wario, and he crushes one. Not enough, though, so that's going to be a flyout. You got a little teleporting Mario. I don't know if I agree with the decision to always charge it with Wario. I think his singles bat's actually decent, and you might actually just want to go for singles a lot of the time, because if he had gotten a single there, then you have first and second with nobody out, and you bring up... Bowser Jr., who maybe you're not super comfortable with, but then we get back to this part of the lineup. And like I said before, he is comfortable with Diddy Kong. He's pretty consistent getting singles with him, and we could have a potential first and second with 1 out instead of first base with 2 outs. And then if Diddy Kong gets on here, which he does, you would have bases loaded for Bowser. However, first and second for Bowser is still pretty good because you have to assume he gets walked here, although you do have Captain DK, so maybe he does pitch. Okay, he doesn't. So I understand that decision because he hasn't pitched to Bowser a single time, but he struck out DK twice, and if he cannot navigate that, and that's gonna be a 2-run double from DK, and yeah, that's exactly what Lionel needed. So DK Captain coming in clutch. like I was saying before, you're not going to score Bowser no matter what. But like a character like Yoshi would have scored there. Interesting that he's pitching to Bro. I'm guessing he's just comfortable in the fact that he can strike him out maybe, which he's gotten off to a good start so far, and he gets him. Yeah, so that's a bit of a tough call in my opinion. I probably walk there because although he does have a star for Para, I probably just pitch to Para instead because there's a bigger chance that Para's going to get out than, Bro's going to put one over the fence. But he gets around it, and a leadoff line out there for Birdo. Obviously, he's not going to burn his star if no one's on base. And now he's got a star chance with PD, who, if you remember before, did put up his only run. Swing through a couple pitches, you can see that Lionel's pitching outside almost exclusively to PD because he can't reach that far off the plate. However, it is a dangerous game because, is that over? No, okay. So that's going to be a single. It is a dangerous game because you can't jam PD on the outside, but you can jam him on the inside. It's a bit of a risk, but if you can get him to swing and miss, that's awesome. And then that's a single from PD for the star, and then a single from King Boo moving PD to third. Excellent hitting with King Boo so far from Connor and PD as well. He's 2 for 2 with both of them. And let's see what he can get here with Noki. If he can get Noki on, he'll score PD, and he'll come up with PM with Kim. Bit of a tricky pitch there. He expected it to go full inside, but Lionel pulled it outside, and then he gives him the exact opposite treatment. Shows going outside, comes back inside. That's really good pitching from Lionel. He definitely fooled Connor there, but gives him one right over the plate, and Connor puts one across the plate as well. So we've got first and second with PM. I like this situation because you obviously go for a charge swing. Sure, maybe you could get a home run, but there's probably... Dude, I thought he had Napo home run. Okay, cool. You take that. That's a single from PM. You load the bases. Obviously, you can't get home because there was laser at the cutoff there. But now you bring up Mario, who's a consistent singles hitter, and he's... Oh, no. Poor Connor, man. He's gotten into so many double plays this game. It's insane. Nice play there with PM, but that's the third double play. That time, that's just unlucky. That wasn't even necessarily a bad hit. He just hit it to the wrong spot. Oh man, you gotta feel there. Bases loaded with 1 out. You hit into a double play. Never what you want. However, he is gonna recover a star there. I think he may have actually gotten 2 stars. No, just the 1. 9 hits to 9 hits, but Lionel's hits have come at better moments, and he hasn't been hitting into double plays, which is a big thing. So he elects to not use a star there, which is very, very smart in my opinion. You have to reserve your stars for your captain, who you do have coming up soon. He's confident with Madge's bat. He gets on, and then obviously Toadsworth and Boo, very good singles hitter. Obviously, he hasn't had success with Boo just yet this game, but trust me, all it takes is 1 swing for a nice Boo double, and that's going to be a flyout from Toadsworth. He got a little bit too much of it, which is unlucky. I'm not going to necessarily say that was good pitching on Lionel's part because I think he just got a little lucky, but he has been pitching very well to Boo. He's been generating bad contact, but not that time. Wow, that is an interesting Boo hit. You don't see that too often. Right over the third base, and he gets a good egg. So that's going to be a run or 2. Maybe that's going to be 2 runs. Oh, I think I go. Yeah, and he might have had it. He may have had it, but, you can't trust whether or not Bowser's going to be on first base there, so I agree with the send back, because now you have PD, who likely gets pitched to, but you've hit 2 balls to the wall, 1 that went over with PD. You are confident here, and if you're Lionel, you're nervous that you're going to give up a 3-run shot here. And the thing is, unless he gets double play, which is unlikely, he's not going to get it, he still has to pitch to King Boo. He does get the tag up, and he sends the runner to third. Oh, wow. He gets him going home, and he gets the runner to third, which is great. This is a free walk to King Boo now because King Boo's not going to score from first on any Noki. He's pitching. No, I don't agree with that at all. Why? No. Why are you doing this? Look at this situation. You have a runner on third with 2 outs. Obviously, you do have a star, but you have a power hitter up and a 1-run lead. If you walk KB here, you have first and third with 2 outs, and you have Noki up. Noki is not scoring KB from first base on any hit whatsoever unless Lionel literally makes the biggest blunder of his life. So why are you pitching to King Boo when you can walk him, pitch to Noki, And sure, maybe you give up a game-tying single, but you're not giving up a 2-run shot to Noki, and then you just have to pitch around PM if Noki does get on. Or, yeah, I mean, technically, you could just walk PM pitch to Mario if you're more confident about that, which I don't know that he is, but that's an option. I don't think you ever pitch to King Boo here. This is an easy walk, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I don't agree with this at all. You walk here, you pitch to Noki, maybe you strike her out, maybe you get her to line out. If you give up a single, she scores Birdo, fine, whatever. But no, I don't agree with that one. So that's a bit of a misplay from Lionel that could definitely cost him the game there. You give up a 2-run shot. He doesn't get the wall jump off. Another I don't know if that was on him or if that's just Bowser Jr. not being fast enough to get to the wall. It kind of looked like maybe that was the case. But yeah, that's a costly misplay in my opinion. So yeah, okay, so Noki does get on. So in theory, it's a tie game anyway. But let's just go into the theater of the mind here. No way. Okay. My whole rant would have been put to rest right there with the PM home run. Okay. So you have bases loaded now. See, the thing is, if you had walked KB, he still hasn't scored. So, like, yeah, no, that would have been one run if the events had occurred exactly as they did there with a runner on base. So yeah, I don't agree with that. So 6-5 game now in Connor's favor. Excellent play from him. And we're going to see a leadoff single once again from Lionel. He's so good at getting that leadoff man on. And that goes back to when I said I would have slap it with Wario earlier in the game. Obviously, he just showed there that he can do it. So I feel like I would have done that as well. He hasn't done much with BJ at all this game. He hasn't gotten a hit. He hasn't made a play in the field. Yeah, okay. So he's gotten a hit. There you go. Yeah, great start from Lionel. He's been an excellent at the plate so far. He's hitting Connor's Boo very well, but he is gonna fly out with Diddy. And as you can see, there was no infield fly call there, so I would actually let that drop and then go for the double play third and second, and then you're put into a situation where you have first and second with Bowser, DK up, or Bowser on first and DK up, but he didn't choose to go for that. I get that maybe it's like it's a quick decision to make, but he does get the star there. So now we're going to see a hit to opposite field, or he's going to charge, which is what I like a lot more. He's going to go for the sac fly or potentially even the grand slam, and I think that's a great choice. Dude, he is killing his DK. He's 1 for 4, I think, with 3 strikeouts. Yeah. Connor is a big fan of DK, so maybe he just knows how to pitch to him well, which seems to be the case. But now, a situation where you could have easily walked Bro if you had gotten that double play. Actually, the inning would have been over with that double play. So let's see if anything comes out of this at bat. He has been very good pitching to Bro. I think he's gotten him out every time, and he's going to do it again. He may have struck him out every time. So it's either a case of Lionel not being very comfortable with Bro right now, or Connor is just out pitching him. And here we go to the 9, 1, and 2 of his lineup, and he leads off with Magic Koopa. Not going to use a star again because he wants to stock up on them. He wants to get to 2 stars with his captain right around the corner in the hole, I believe. But he's quickly behind 1 and 2. And I do like what he's been doing with Madge. He keeps I thought he was going to get that. Keeps getting on with Madge. It's been a great spot for him to save stars because he doesn't have to burn them to get a single. And that's going to be another hit. Yeah. So this is why I really like Connor's lineup, because now you have Boo into Birdo, and if Boo gets on, you either have first and third. Dude. That's 3 double plays for Boo. This would be an entirely different game if Boo didn't keep hitting into double plays. We would probably see a significant lead for Connor rather than just this 1 run, which is you never feel too safe with a 1-run lead in a game like this. And that was his pitch to hit. I guess he feels as though he's just going to walk him, which he does. Yeah, it's an interesting spot. Because you walk Birdo. Let's go back a second here. So you walk Birdo, right? If you look at this situation right now, if Birdo gets the best egg of her career, okay, not the best egg, but if Birdo gets a really, really good egg, it's a triple, and we are put into a 2 outs, runner on third tie game, right? Or I'm sorry, 7-5 game. This is Connor hitting. So if Madge scores here, You have Birdo on third in a best case scenario. You have PD into King Boo with 1 star. Um, you walk PD, you walk King Boo, and then you have Noki up with 1 star. Again, that situation where he did get the hit with Noki last time, but instead we choose to walk Birdo here. So now you're put into a situation where it's 2 outs runners on first and second, and you have PD up, who has already hit a home run against you. Now, obviously, we saw here this was a flyout, but it was a very dangerous pitch that could have ended in a 3-run shot, which would have extended the lead to, I think he has 6 runs, so it would have been 9-5, and he still has King Boo coming up. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. It did work out, but I probably would have just walked the bases. I probably would have pitched to Birdo, and then if she gets on, I walk the bases loaded and pitch to Noki personally. I know that might sound a little crazy, but in hindsight, that's what I would have done. Who knows if I would have made the same decision if I was in the game. But who knows? I mean, I feel like that's what I would have done personally. So Lionel looking to get a run here, and he's going to forfeit another star in a quick 2 outs, and we have a 3rd star chance. No stars for Bones. It was a good hitter, but yeah, this is just bad news for Lionel. He's not getting anything going lately. He scored all his runs pretty early, and he hasn't gotten a single run since I feel like it's been like the 3rd or 4th inning. And he's going to forfeit, I think, 3 stars there, which is not good. Yeah, he hasn't scored since the 3rd inning. And I think he's only gotten like 2 hits also. So yeah, bad inning for Lionel. 4-0 stars, which is a huge advantage on the side of Connor. And he's got his best hitter, in my opinion. And that's why. Is he going to clamber this? Yo, let's go. Okay, a clamber catch. That's not something you see very often. I like that a lot. But yeah, so barring the clamber, that would have been huge. Nice star exchange there. Unlucky. That's why I don't really love Noki, because she will do that pretty often. And now you have PM up, who isn't even going to get on. So, Lionel responds to a bad inning. He recovers a star and burns one from Connor as well. And now he's going to come up with Wario. You're going to see another slap hit. If he gets out with the slap hit here, I'm going to slap him in the face for not using it earlier. But he doesn't. I personally don't like lefty Wario. I think righty Wario is better because his slap hit's easier to get to right field, in my opinion. And I don't think lefty Wario actually gives any benefit. We're choosing to charge here, which I also disagree with, because in theory, if you were to get on with Bowser Jr., and then you get on with Diddy Kong, or you don't, even if you don't get on with Diddy Kong, say he gets on with Bowser Jr., where he's not going to, but say he does, then he has Diddy Kong up, barring a double play, say Diddy Kong strikes out or whatever, now you have Bowser coming up, and Bowser probably gets walked into Bro, who you now have up with double chemistry with Bowser Jr. and Bowser on base, or he pitches to Bowser, in which case you have Bowser with unneeded chem, but it's still there, so I don't necessarily agree with that decision there. Let's see what happens with Diddy Kong, because say Diddy Kong does get on, which he has often, but okay, the ball lands foul. You do still have Bowser, and you're probably going to need Bro instead of Bowser, which then gives him the potential to put up a 3-run shot, which I know Bro has done nothing this game, but honestly, all you need is 1. You really just need 1, but it's not going to come in this inning. He is going to lead off with Bowser, which is nice. That is a good thing about having Bowser at the top of your lineup. You're going to see him more often at the beginning of the game, which potentially gives you more star chances, which come for free, essentially, because Bowser gets walked more often than not. We're going to see Mario here, and he's going to line out. I think that's the first play Paratroopa has made, which kind of sucks for Lionel, but he is navigating the innings a little quickly now. He had that one big inning where he gave up 4 runs, I think, maybe 5 even, but now he's doing pretty well. He's navigating the lineup. He's back at the top. If he can get Toadsworth out here, how do you get Toadsworth out, right? Although he has gotten Boo out, I think, 3 out of 4 times, maybe even 4 out of 5. I think 3 out of 4, and they were all double plays. So, all right, there's the 4 out of 5. So yeah, so Boo has done almost nothing this game. So excellent pitching. I'm a little unlucky from Connor there, and he's gonna walk Bowser, which you expect. Oh, he has DK after. Okay. Either way, you have DK with 2 on in that other scenario. So now you burn your star here, in my opinion. Actually, you don't burn your star. I take that back. I hold on to my star, try to get a single, and just have 2 on for Bro, because the star isn't going to score Bowser, and then Bro probably just gets the free base. So yeah, I agree with not using the star there. You save it for Paratroopa, who's coming up after Bro, who personally, I probably walk Bro here, because a 2-run shot is a lot worse than a... Is he going to have the 3rd? Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so I would have walked Bro because Paratroopa at best gets a double that scores Bowser, while now, especially in this scenario, obviously it wasn't a home run, but now a good Paratroopa hit is it could potentially score 2 runs. We're only going to see 1. So we kind of ended up in the same scenario anyway. Although I don't think Bowser scores there by any means. Well, he definitely doesn't score there if you had just walked Bro. And now Lionel's taking the lead. Wow. Yeah, so he noticed that this is... Well, obviously you don't want to give up a run. This is good play from Connor. Because while he does give up the hit here, he may have thought that he caught the ball, right? So the ball lands a little bit in front of Madge. And you can see he probably thinks... It's so weird. I've never seen it do that before. He probably thinks this is a catch. I'm guessing it hits the ground like there. So yeah, that sucks. But he probably thought it was a catch, so he chose to go to first to get the double play rather than home. But he actually, I think he would have gotten him at the plate. Looking at the speed of the throw and the runners. Obviously, this isn't like 1-for-1, but that's probably the distance to the plate. Maybe like that. That's definitely further than the plate, and you can see there that Bro still hasn't scored. So he actually did have the play at home, but I would assume he thought he caught the ball and had already input the throw to first because he was like, oh, double play, nice, I'm out of the inning. And unfortunately, that was not the case. He didn't react, though. I know you guys, the player cam's kind of cut off, but Connor's on the, you can't see where I'm pointing. He's on the left there. No reaction. Maybe a little defeated at the fact that he just gave up the lead, but Connor's generally a pretty cool, collected player. He stays calm in most scenarios, so maybe he's just like, no sweat. Maybe he was planning the whole time that he's just going to get the 1 out, but I feel like if that was the case, I actually want to go back again. I feel like if that was the case, he has a double play. Yeah, so he definitely thought that he caught that ball, because if you go second, PM's arm is definitely strong enough to get Yoshi at first, so he had a double play, but he thought he caught it. So that is just unlucky on Connor's part. I probably would have thought the same thing. And he gets out of the inning after that, yeah. So that's unfortunate. He definitely expected the double play, and now he comes down to his final 3 outs with Lionel taking the lead. Although he does have stars to burn. You're obviously going to use one here. Let's see if he gets lucky. Because if you get unlucky... He doesn't. Okay, wow. Yeah, that may have been a bit of a misplay on Lionel's part, but that's going to be a double. Obviously, Petey gets a free pass here, but then you have to pitch to King Boo. Maybe Petey doesn't get the free pass. Maybe he's more comfortable pitching to Petey. Yeah, he is. He thinks that Connor has a better chance with King Boo, which I think he does. So he doesn't give Petey the pass. He wants to pitch to Petey to see if he can maybe get him out. A 2-run home run does give him the lead, but he strikes him out on a bit of an early swing there. I think personally, I don't think it's a guaranteed free pass, but to me personally, this is weird, and this might sound insane, because when you're playing the game, you kind of have a better feeling for how your opponent's hitting and who you can pitch to and who you can't. So I'm sure if I was playing, I probably would have also pitched to Petey. But like thinking about it right now, what if, I don't know if this is the right choice, but what if you had walked Petey and King Boo, right? Or like don't give either of them a good pitch. Like hope they swing. That's kind of what Lionel did. He didn't give him a single pitch over the plate. I actually want to go back and look at that. Let's see. First pitch here off the... Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm totally wrong. I would not have thrown that pitch. I would have thrown 4 pitches off the plate. If he starts swinging, you keep giving him pitches off the plate. Maybe you walk him, and then you do the same thing to King Boo, although you have to be a little more careful. I probably pitch inside instead of outside because King Boo's got a little more reach. And then you just pitch to Noki, and you hope for a double play. I know it's risky, and obviously it costed the game, but so can giving up a home run to a power hitter. So he was clearly more comfortable pitching to the power hitters, and I think that's fair, and he does throw the ball really far inside. I think you walk here. Oh, no. He got it. Wow. Yeah, excellent play from Lionel there, but that was a mistake through and through. You definitely do not pitch to King Boo here. You walk King Boo every day of the week. First of all, what is this pitch? Let's see. See what I was saying before where you throw off the plate? Do you see how far off the plate that's going? But since Connor has moved so far forward, King Boo staring at you there. Since he's moved so far forward here, he's able to get the ball before It probably is intended to land somewhere around here. That's kind of the trajectory it's going on. But he catches it way ahead of the plate, and he's able to convert that into what would be a home run, barring a nice wall jump on the curved trajectory there, which is very difficult. It's a nice play from Lionel. But yeah, you walk there every day of the week. It did work out for him, but that's like good for him. But you're lucky. You walk there, pitch to Noki, because at worst, okay, because at worst you give up a double that scores Noki, Birdo, which probably doesn't happen, and then you just walk PM probably, or pitch to PM, which he seems to want to do here. Interesting choice. So he's obviously thinking, okay, if I pitch to Noki, I can give up a double that scores Birdo, which is obviously bad because then the game's tied and the inning's still going. But if I pitch to PM, I can get him out more easily, which is true. I don't think Noki's that good, but I do think PM's a little easier to pitch to. But the thing is, PM has chemistry now, and he has potential to put one over the fence. So let's see what Connor can do. He's got to be really patient because he's down to his last out. And he just missed it, yeah. So that's gonna be the game for Lionel. But let's actually see the box score. But I don't think he played that last inning very well at all. I think you walk KB pitch to Noki. I don't think you walk Noki there ever. I don't think that's the right choice at all. I think Lionel got lucky this game. I think this was Connor. He out-hit him, as you can see there, 19-13. He hit into so many double plays with Boo, which is just unlucky, honestly. It would have been nice to see more stealing from Connor, because with Diddy pitcher and not PD at catcher, you could probably get away with a lot more steals than you normally would be able to. I think it was, I don't even know who was at catcher, honestly. But yeah, I don't know if I necessarily think that Lionel played better here. I think Connor definitely played a better game, and just the luck was not in his favor. I don't think he necessarily blundered at all. Technically, there was a bit of a misplay where he thought he caught the ball and he threw to first for the double play, where realistically he should have gone second first, or he could have thrown home for the play there. Body check's obviously a factor then, but I do think that was a bit of a, oh shit, I thought I caught the ball. So there's always that. But yeah, overall, I think Connor played a better game, and Lionel just kind of eked it out because he had a couple runs put up in the eighth off a misplay by Connor. Connor hit into a lot of double plays, and Lionel made one nice play to take away a run that he should have never had on the table, which was that KB home run in the ninth inning there. I really think that this was Connor's game, and Lionel did his best to throw it away, but it ended up working out. Connor couldn't capitalize on the mistakes Lionel made, and Lionel did make that one great play in the ninth. But that's basically how it goes sometimes. That's Mario Baseball for you, Susan. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like my analysis of the game, if you think there's some different way I should be doing this, let me know. Drop a comment. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I really enjoyed doing it. I like talking about Mario Baseball. I like giving my insight, what I think should be going on. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.